What's up, travelers? It's Eliz from Meets to Travel, and today we're going to be doing a gift guide for travelers for this coming holiday season and birthdays, etc. Just gift ideas for travelers on your list, or ones that maybe that you want to ask for from your loved ones and relatives for the holidays this year too. So given that this week is a pretty busy shopping week, I thought it would be the perfect time to put out an updated gift guide on my channel. So a few years ago, I did a different gift guide that I will link to down below with not many of the same items that I'm going to be talking about today. So I thought I would do an update, and one that was going to give you guys some new ideas for gifts. We're coming into a really busy holiday season right now. It's like the busiest shopping week of the year in the United States. It's Thanksgiving week this week. So it's a really good time for all of us to be thinking about shopping for and buying holiday gifts, especially given the supply chain being so delayed and everything this year. We want it to definitely come on time for the holiday season. So yes, because of all the sales coming up this week and the supply chain, everything else, I wanted to get this gift guide out to you guys. Without further ado, I'm going to divide this gift guide into a couple different sections to make it feel hopefully a little bit more organized. The first category is going to be travel supplies, travel gear, packing stuff. The next category is going to be tech and tech accessories and work kind of related things that you might want to bring with you when you travel. The third category is going to be definitely more like really relevant to 2021 type stuff, and 2022 travel as a result of that, because of, pandemic things. And the fourth category is going to be lifestyle. So I'll get into what that means, but it's just kind of like optional fun things that a lot of people like to bring who travel frequently. And the final thing is going to be definitely gift ideas for if you want to be giving something that's a little bit more fun. Not necessarily something that that traveler is going to bring with them, but just something for them to have for prepping for their trips and reliving their trips. Okay, so let's jump in. So like I said, the first category is about packing and gear for bringing with you when you travel. The first thing I'm going to talk about is my collection of packing cubes. So I use compression packing cubes when I travel, especially for carry-on travel. I do have regular packing cubes too. I'll put a link to the ones that I use if I'm checking a bag down below in the description too. But these are definitely going to be below. These are my favorite packing cubes. I have blue ones and green ones because I like having bright colors personally, so that way I can make sure that I can find them really easily in my suitcase when I'm packing up my hotel room quickly, that sort of thing. These are made by Eagle Creek, and they have a 2-zipper system. It expands to several inches tall, and then when you use the other zipper that's part of the packing cube, it compresses all of the air out, so that way you get all of the air out and you can pack a lot more within one packing cube. So these are great. You can take them out as drawers when you're traveling. And I like the smaller ones too for more of like the smaller items like bathing suits and unmentionables, that sort of thing. Next, we're going to talk about 2 different kind of sizes of the exact same type of technology. These are fold up duffel bags. So this is more of a weekender size bag, and this is a giant extra large bag. But this one in particular is a really great brand that you can find both in the US and in Europe on Amazon's websites. And it's called Gonex, and it folds up to this tiny little size. It's a few inches tall, and you can fit this into your suitcase, and it expands to an absolutely massive duffel bag. So if you know that you're going to be coming back with maybe like large souvenirs from your trip, you can put this into your suitcase on your way there, and then check this as an expanded bag on your way home. Same with this. This is made by Kath Kidson. I got it when I was at the Heathrow airport one time after eyeing it in London for so long. And you take it out of its little bag, and it expands into a weekender bag as well. So it's very cool technology. There's tons of different options of bags that you can get that can expand out like this, but travelers always really appreciate these foldable bags. The next travel item I'm going to talk about are luggage tags. So these are pretty simple, basic pack of, I think it's 4 different brightly colored luggage tags that I got on Amazon, and I put them on all of our luggage, every single piece of luggage, because even though some of our luggage comes with its own luggage tag, having the brightly colored ones helps differentiate them when you're at the airport and trying to get your bag maybe off a carousel or out of an overhead bin and everybody has the same color bag. I also really like that it has the privacy flap here on the top too for this particular brand. Just so that way I know that my name isn't going to be flashed across. Everybody boarding with me is going to see what my name is and where I live. By the way, if you're in the middle of watching this video and you are finding it really helpful, definitely press that thumbs up button down below and the red subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future travel videos on this channel. Next in the packing category are stasher bags. So these are silicone bags. They come in tons of different sizes, and I've been absolutely in love with our stasher bags ever since buying several of them in Montana last spring. So I bought them in several different sizes, and the Stasher brand name is right here, but there are some other brands you can find online. I'll put a link to the Stasher ones below. And I like that you can get different colors so you can really quickly tell which bags are for what. And these are reusable Ziploc bags, so you can open them up. So we're about to leave for a little Thanksgiving excursion, so I have some snacks already packed in our Stasher bags, and I think it gives you guys a quick glimpse of everything that can fit. So this is like a quart size bag. This one is more of like a snack bag. And I mean, you can get clear ones too if you're not really into colors. I just like that, you know, different colors can help me differentiate what's what in my bag. But these are great because you can throw them in the dishwasher too. So let's say you're using them for your toiletries and then you want to use them for food storage later on. You can make sure that they get cleaned and completely sanitized between uses when you can put them in the dishwasher. Next item in this category is a translucent kind of see-through quart-size baggie. So what I really like about the Rezip brand, which I buy at the Container Store, I'll see if I can find an Amazon link too, is that you can see inside of it, and it is kind of that clear translucent plastic, so that way it is still really, really easy to use at airport security, and it has a very high quality zipper. I have purchased quart-size baggies that do not have high quality zippers, and the zippers have broken, and this I've had for years now. I mean, I think this was featured in one of the very first videos on my YouTube channel. So it's been almost 3 years since this YouTube channel started. So yes, I use this all the time when I travel, and I think it's a good bag for both men and women alike. And the last items in this category, again, from the Container Store. You can get them on Amazon too, but I love picking them out at the Container Store based on what I'm needing. You can get stacking pill containers or little individual pill containers, and tiny little 1 ounce Nalgene bottles with a wide mouth. What do you need these for? Well, these are great for packing toiletries. I hate having to always buy the tiny little travel size bottles when I'm at Target or Walgreens or whatnot of all of my toiletries, because I travel very frequently, so I would need to be constantly buying new ones, and it's kind of a waste of money, kind of a waste of plastic. And if you buy certain toiletries such as shampoo or face moisturizer, you can put your moisturizer into here, refill it as you go, as you need. I put my shampoos into these little 1 ounce size Nalgene bottles that are leak proof, and you're good to go, and you can throw them into your little container like this, and you can take a lot of different items. So yeah, this is all great for packing toiletries in a TSA approved way. Category number 2 is the tech and work related travel gear items, and I'm just going to jump right in. The first thing I want to talk about is a tech carrying case that you can put into your bag when you're traveling. So I love this one. I've had it for several years. Derek has the same one in gray. Mine's brightly colored, just again to make sure that I don't miss packing it when I'm in a hotel room. But it's great because it's only a couple inches tall when it is actually packed up. and it has this water resistant lining on the front and around the whole case, so that way if it gets wet, it's not going to get your gear wet. And you can hold so many things inside of it. There's tons of different designs too within the Bag Smart brand on Amazon. There's other brands too as well that you can get something similar, but I can carry like 2 of my 5 gig external hard drives in here, plus my Mac adapters and a ton of cords and spare batteries. What is wonderful about it, again, is that zips up and you can throw it into your bag really easy and keeps everything super organized so your cords don't get completely tangled up every time you travel. The next item is a power cube. We have several different power cubes, but this one's my favorite for people who travel internationally like we do. And it's really cool because, I don't know if you can see the labels on here very well, but you can choose where you're going, and there's an EU, UK, Australia, and US option here. And you can hold down the button and choose if you need to plug into an EU plug, or maybe you need a UK plug. This is really, really great and so versatile. So what I also really like about this one is it has a universal plug adapter here. So regardless of what type of appliance, what type of tech that you need to plug into the wall to charge, you're going to be able to use this power cube. And on top of that, there are 2 USB plugs on top of here as well. And this is an older model, so there might even be more USB plugs on the newest model too. So this is really, really great for travelers, just to have an extremely versatile piece of equipment, especially if you're going to many different countries all within one trip. Say you're going to France and the UK on your trips, then you are going to be able to use this no matter where you are. And on the topic of powering up your devices, this is an external power bank that you can carry with you in your purse, in your day bag, that will hold a ton of charge. So that way, whatever device or piece of tech gear that you're carrying with you, whether it's your camera, whether it's your iPhone, you can plug it into this device. So it has 4 different types of ports that I can use to power up tons of different devices, and I love carrying this with me. The only call out is that this particular item, you can't put it in your checked baggage. You have to carry it in your carry-on bag, and it's kind of heavy. I mean, I think it's fine, but you know, it carries a lot of power in here, so you want to make sure that you're thoughtful if you're going to ask for this or order it for someone, that it's for a person who will be carrying something onto the plane. Next item, this was in my last gift guide, but I love it so much that I'm going to be talking about it again. This is a Bluetooth selfie stick that also has a tripod, and I have used this over and over again on my travels. It came in such handy when I was using my iPhone to take pictures of the entire group of girls on a bachelorette weekend in Sonoma County in 2019. You take the remote control out and connect it to the Bluetooth connection within your phone, and then this little remote, you can press the button and take different pictures of everybody in your group. So it's also really good for if you're definitely knowing that you're going to be in a more rural place and still want to take pictures. There's not going to be anybody around that you can ask to take your photo. Comes in great handy for that. And the next item on our list today is for noise canceling headphones. So I did a little bit of an overview of these Studio Et headphones, and they are wireless, so they fit straight in my ears. And these have a great technology built in that they are actually noise canceling, which is wonderful for airplanes and anywhere that you might want to kind of like drown out the world. So I'm not sure if my discount code is still going to work, because I know that there's a lot of promotions going on right now within the Studio website for all of their headphones, and I'm not sure if you can layer them, but I will put my discount code down below just in case it still works kind of after the Black Friday frenzy is over. And the last item in this category is actually a lap desk. So we used this when we were traveling and in the car a lot. So it's definitely more of a road tripper type gift idea for sure. And I loved it because it has this little stop that I can put my laptop on, and I can put my laptop kind of on my lap and have it go at any angle I want. So I wish I had my laptop here to show you guys, but I can put it at any angle depending on what's comfortable. And on top of that, it comes with a little extension for my wireless mouse that I can just put in and use my mouse over here, have my laptop here, and I can work from the back seat of the car. I wouldn't say that I can really work from the front seat because this mouse extension might get in the way, but if I didn't have the mouse extension on there, I could work from the front seat of the car too, in the passenger seat. As promised, the third category is 2021, kind of like pandemic 2022, really relevant related items, and this one's gonna be quick. So the first one is going to be, I needed to buy a new passport holder. So the one that I have used for like 10 years is also hot pink, again, strategic, so that way I make sure that I can see it in my bag really quickly. It's a bright color. But this one that I ordered off of Amazon this year also has a little spot for my vaccine card. So if I'm going abroad, I know that I'm going to need to bring that with me. And this one's gonna be able to hold the vaccine card here as well as the passport in this pocket. So updated passport case with a vaccine card slot might be a good idea for this year. Okay, the next things on the list, you probably recognize these if you watch this channel a bunch. And we love our face masks, and I am assuming that we'll at least have to wear face masks on airplanes going into 2022 for a little bit at minimum. And Derek and I actually bought this brand of face masks on Amazon for our spring 2019 trip to China because they're great for air filtration. And we've been using them now throughout the pandemic as well and have even bought more. This is by a brand called Spring Season that you can buy, or Sion. I think it's missing the second S. You can buy it on Amazon, and it comes with these filters as well with each mask that have like the PM 2.5 filter replacements that you can do every few weeks that really help make sure that the air that you're breathing in is clean. If you're going somewhere that, for example, maybe has lower air quality, such as China or other places that have manufacturing a lot. And they're really great. They are washable. I've thrown them in the wash over and over again, and you can get them in solid colors or different fun patterns. And yeah, they go right over your nose and mouth, and just super comfortable. We also use KN95 masks sometimes when we are on airplanes and really in close quarters with other people. So I'll put a link to the KN95 masks below in the description too that we use. On top of masks, the last thing in this category that I'm going to talk about are these silicone face brackets that, again, I've talked about on this channel in different videos and different vlogs, but I really like these, especially for air travel. So if you're going to be needing to wear a mask for hours, say you have a ton of layovers that you're going to be doing, or you just have a really long flight, you can put these underneath your face mask to give a little bit of extra distance between your mouth and nose and the actual mask itself, just to give you a little bit more air and a little bit more comfort. So I'll demonstrate real quick. You put it on like this, you put the mask over the bracket, and voila, it's still on. Everything's still on, but you have a lot more of space within your mask and a little bit more air to breathe. The next category, the fourth category that we're going to be talking about today, is lifestyle. So these are kind of like the nice to haves if you're a frequent traveler, but maybe you don't need for every single trip. First thing is, let's say you're somebody who likes to work out, but you don't really know how to work out when you travel because you don't have a lot of gear that you can bring with you. Just workout gear can be so heavy, so bulky. So this bag has a ton of free weights in it. Oh my gosh, I'm so strong, just kidding. Okay, so let me open this up real quick. So the weights themselves are not your typical hand weights. These are actually resistance bands that have different amounts of resistance that correspond to different weight limits. So this one here, this green one, is a 20-pound weight limit. You can see it says 20 pounds here. This blue one says, or black one I hear, says 25 pounds. And you can use the carabiner hooks that are attached to the handles and swap out for whatever weight you need. And the bag shows different workouts that you can do with the weights. So there's all these different workouts that they like to showcase for people that they can exercise different muscles using just these resistance bands. So I think that's really cool, and it solves a problem of how do I do strength training when I don't have any equipment with me when I'm traveling. So this is really just compact. This is just a really compact system that I know a lot of travel vloggers, for example, will put them into their carry-ons that they bring with them all over the world, that sort of thing. Or it's great for if you're just a road tripper but don't want to take an entire gym with you in your car or your RV. Next up in the lifestyle category, I have done a review video on this channel for this particular piece of hairstyling equipment in the past. This is the T3 single pass compact hair straightener. It is dual voltage, it is travel size, and it's beautiful. I will put a link to it down below, but and I'll also put a link to the video that I did too down below. And I definitely recommend making sure that if you're a female traveler who likes to style their hair, having a travel curling iron, a travel straightener, or one that even does both can be really handy, but make sure it's dual voltage if you travel abroad, because you don't want to mess up your hair with different voltage settings. The next travel gift idea that I have, I absolutely love this. I have had this since college. It doesn't come in the pink one anymore. I believe you can only order it at least on Amazon in green. But this is the Aladdin travel tumbler for tea. It drops down this tea compartment with this lever here. And you can steep loose leaf tea inside of this hot travel tumbler container for as long as you want, and then you just put the lever back up when you want your tea to be done steeping. And such a cool invention. I just love that I can take my tea on the go. I've been drinking a lot more tea lately just because of its medicinal properties and not wanting to have caffeine in the afternoon, that sort of thing. If you're a tea drinker, if somebody that you know is a tea drinker, this is just such a handy tool to have in anyone's kitchen or anyone's luggage. And on the topic of kind of to-go tumblers and stuff, I have shown this in dozens of travel vlogs. This is my 14-ounce Nalgene water bottle. It is shatterproof. I can put it in the dishwasher. It holds just the right amount of water that I'd want to bring with me on the plane. It's not too much. And then if I'm not going to be filling up my water bottle, I like that it's wide mouth, so I can actually use it to store things too if I want to when I'm traveling. So it's so handy to have a wide mouth, smaller water bottle, and it comes in tons of different colors. So if blue's not your favorite color like mine is, then you can find whatever color you want as well. I also, even though I rave about my Nalgene water bottle, I have recently purchased a different water bottle that I think is so cool because it combines two really important things that you need when you travel: water and massaging your legs. So as you can see, I have not really used it yet. I still have the tag on here and everything, but I think it's so cool. I just ordered it for this video actually. So you can refill it, it's dishwasher safe, and you put water in here and drink out of the straw. Which is super cool. But you see it's kind of lumpy on the side, and that's because this is a foam roller. It can withstand up to 300 pounds on this water bottle. So if your calves or your hamstrings are really aching after a long day of walking around a city and you just need to use a foam roller, many hotels don't have foam rollers, almost no Airbnbs either. I haven't found one. It's nice to be able to have this with you. So if you pack this in your suitcase, you are probably not going to regret it if you're going to be on one of those holidays where you're just constantly walking around. Next up, I've done a Travel Tip Tuesday video about this, but I'm going to talk about it again. This is a powder sunscreen, and I know it kind of looks like makeup, so it's probably going to be slightly off-putting for a man, but it's not makeup. It is SPF, and you just kind of rub it all over your face real quick. And then you have an SPF 45 on your face, good to go. It fits great in your travel day bag, your travel purse, so that way you don't have to bring an entire bottle of sunscreen with you when you're walking around. The final gift idea in the lifestyle category, this is my travel laundry bag. I know it's so beautiful, isn't it? It is a Ziploc baggie. But these are folding travel hangers. They are incredible. They're like a centimeter tall. They are super lightweight. And if you know that you're gonna need hangers for your hotel rooms or for drying clothes or something like that, I can even hang these hangers on these travel clothes lines that we sometimes bring on our travels. These can even fit on the travel clothes lines that we have super easily and hang clothes from those if we decide to bring them, which I haven't actually brought the travel clothes lines in a while because we haven't been doing trips that don't involve laundry machines as much recently. But yeah, no, the travel clothes lines are great, but those travel hangers, they are amazing. Definitely, if somebody is a traveler and does not have those, they will have a use case for them, I promise. The last and final category is kind of like a miscellaneous, just really thoughtful gift ideas for people who love to travel, but you're not really sure exactly what to get them. I really, really adore receiving Christmas ornaments that are travel inspired and inspired specifically by the travels that I've taken in the most recent year. So this one, for example, is this beautiful ornament that I got that we hang on our tree, and it just has the whole globe and it says Bon Voyage on it. And you can find these on a lot of different Etsy stores or maybe Hallmark stores, and just a lot of home decor stores will have beautiful travel inspired ornaments. So I'll try to find something similar to this and link it below. Here's another Dutch wooden shoes ornament that I really have enjoyed having. First of all, my grandfather is Dutch, he was raised in Amsterdam, but I've also been to the Netherlands many times. So having this on my tree just brings a smile to my face every time I see it. Lastly, when we went to China in 2019, my husband and I fell absolutely in love with the dim sum culture. Oh my gosh, take me to any dim sum place and I will just go crazy. But we loved receiving this dim sum, like very specific type of ornament. You know, we just raved about how much we love dim sum, and instead of having it be like a picture of us in China at the Great Wall, like China 2019, having this dim sum ornament just felt super special for us. So if you can find something that traveler in your life just really raves about from a trip that they had been on recently and find an ornament for that, I think they're gonna really feel like that's a really meaningful gift and they're just gonna love it. The next item in this category that I'm gonna talk about are guidebooks. So not every traveler likes to use like paper guidebooks anymore. They can be quite bulky and heavy in one's luggage, but just having it for planning purposes can be really helpful, at least at their home. So I purchased this guidebook this year because we went to, I believe it's like 11 national parks this year, most of them in the West. So this is a really good example of a guidebook that got us through a ton of different national parks. I keep this guidebook on our bookshelf at home, but if I were to be going on a road trip to another national park, I would absolutely bring this one with me. And if you know somebody who's going to be going on a trip that they already have booked for next year, giving them a guidebook is such a thoughtful, meaningful gift and probably something that they will use too. For example, when Derek and I went to Argentina for our honeymoon in 2017, one of our friends got us an Argentina guidebook, and it was just really helpful to have that for planning out what hotels we were going to be going to, planning out what activities we were going to do during the day. So even though we didn't bring the whole book with us on the trip, we used it for planning. And the final item in this category that I'm going to talk to you about today is a pushpin map from Trip Map World. They don't know that I'm going to be talking about this. I did do a partnership video where I did a review of their pushpin maps that is already posted on this channel. I'll put a link to that video below. But I just wanted to shout out their maps again because they're so high quality, so detailed that if somebody is an avid traveler and wants to track their travels, this would be an amazing gift for them to have on the wall of their home, so that way they can see really quickly where they've been. So all of these push pins are places that my husband and I have been to. There's US maps, Europe maps, there's maps of the whole world, and lots of others to choose from. Lots of different color variations. You can choose what color push pins you have. Super customizable and just would make an incredible gift. So that's everything. Those are all of the traveler gift ideas that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I hope you guys found this video to be really helpful or inspiring for your own gift list making. If you did, please press that thumbs up button down below. If you have any questions about the items that I shared today, feel free to ask them in the comments down below too. And as always, if you haven't already, Definitely press that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of the travel videos on this channel to come. Thanks everybody for watching. Cheers, happy travels, and happy holidays. Bye!
Hey travelers, don't forget to subscribe, and let's hang out more. Here are some links to other helpful travel videos on my channel, and press that notification bell so you don't miss any new and awesome travel videos to come.